It was the third game of the series that had gone into overtime, and in each of the previous two, we'd been down inside the final 5 minutes of regulation, so we had to tie it just to get it to overtime. And in this one too, we had a power play with about 2 minutes to go, and Coach Brad Ralph called a timeout, and he told me after the game he thought about changing up his personnel, but decided to stick with who he had, which wound up being a good thing because off of the ensuing face-off, Andrew Carroll winds up scoring the game-tying goal and sends it into overtime.
Offensive zone draw again for the Steelheads. Loose puck, trying to keep it in. Idaho comes up towards the point. It's Baldwin. Baldwin across the blue line to Case. Wrist shot, deflected in and a score! Andrew Carroll redirects it in, and we are tied at 2. Matt Case from the right circle, and Andrew Carroll gets a piece of it right in front.
Yeah, well, obviously the energy in the crowd here, with the fans and stuff, coming back in the third period, getting a late one to tie it up there on the power play, and, to score there in overtime about a minute and a half in. I mean, it's always exciting to score in overtime, and, we're just excited to end the series and, give Colorado credit, but they're a good team, and, we just had to keep going, and we fought through it and ended up winning.
And then we get into overtime, and I remember Andrew talking after the game that the first shift kind of set the tone as they went out and they kind of got Colorado on their heels a little bit, hemmed them into the zone, and then he came out with Tyler Grahn and Chase Shaber, and Grahn and Shaber had a really good battle going down in that left wing corner of the offensive zone, and Andrew just did what Andrew did so well, how he got so many of his goals. He just got himself into a bit of a soft area near the goal, had his stick blade on the ice, and when the puck came, he just started banging at it, and sure enough, he knocks it in and scores, and we win, and we win the series.
Puck comes loose, back to Grahn. Grahn along the left-hand side, down low to Shaver. Shaver spinning through some contact, passed out front, quick bang at it, and a score! The Andrew Carroll at 1 minute, 43 seconds of overtime. Next stop, Western Conference semifinal.
Yeah, well, first off, you give credit to Fozzie, Fights, and Schmitty that they started off the period real well. Good 30-40 second shifts in their zone. We just got out there. Grahner and Shaves were just working it low. They're cycling. They just kind of find a soft spot by the net, and Shaves just threw it out to me, and I just kind of slammed it in, and he a pinball off his pad, went 5-hole, and we'll take it anyway it goes in.
It was just such an Andrew Carroll goal. Played 100 games for the team, and I can think of a lot of Andrew Carroll goals. I can't think of very many that were 6 snipes coming up the wing on an odd man rush or anything. They were almost all like this, where he got himself into that area and he was ready and just scored that dirty, greasy goal when the team needed it. It's what he did. It's what he was so good at.